Hey guys, here we're looking at The Rise of Endymion by Dan Simmons. This is published by Subterranean Press. This is a limited edition from them. This is a massive book. It is the fourth and final book in Dan Simmons' Hyperion Cantos. Hyperion is one of the reasons I got into book collecting in the first place. So it's one of the best science fiction novels I've ever read, Hyperion was, and this is absolutely fitting into this beyond epic series. Subterranean Press did an amazing job with the limited edition. I'm sure they did with the limited as well. Let me just show you this. Now this book is huge. I'm going to try not to manipulate it too much here, especially with the dust jacket on, because I don't want to hurt it. So, but you can see that, and that'll be pictured below, of course, and you can see how big this book is. This is printed on some of Subterranean's best paper. I believe they use 80-pound paper for all kinds of their highest end stuff, and this has got to be that or better. Here is a look at the book itself. You've got Subterranean Press's normal, very finely textured leather, and here is a look at the text. So once again, this book's really heavy, and I'm trying not to damage it and moving around here. And it's got cool end papers too. Look at the signature page, and there's very little artwork in here otherwise. So it's a heavy book. This is a really heavy book. So Subterranean Press did an incredible job with this entire letter set. Like I said, Hyperion and this Cantos is one of the reasons I started collecting in the first place. There were 3 books that made me start wanting to collect books. One of them was Hyperion. It's the first time I've ever read The Rise of Endymion. Just finished it today and am blown away. The scope of this type of thing is beyond what I'm used to, and I read a lot. I read a lot of science fiction and a lot of fairly epic stuff, but stories don't actually really get this big very often. I don't mean word count, although this is a heavy word count, but just the scope, the idea of what he's trying to do is incredible. So I have not reviewed on this site Hyperion or Fall of Hyperion, but only Endymion, Rise of Endymion. So when I get to a reread of those, I will post pics and everything on them. But in the meantime, this is one heck of a series of books. It's possibly the most complicated I've ever read, and this book was the most complicated of the 4. So maybe that says some things about me. Maybe I just can't handle complicated things, or maybe this is about as complicated as they actually get. But this is very, very high recommended stuff. This is a masterpiece of a novel. Hyperion Cantos is a masterpiece of a set of books. It's difficult, it's challenging. I think a lot of people aren't going to be able to do this, but if you can, if you're the type of person who can sit down and handle these types of books and this types of complexity, you are going to find worlds in here that you're going to love. This comes with the highest recommendation with some caveats that it is difficult. It's going to be a difficult read, but it's going to pay off. It does pay off. So, Dan Simmons, Rise of Endymion, Subterranean Press, highest recommendations.